cool people. I just wanted to talk today about diet, weight loss, where I'm at right now, what I'm planning to do. So let's get right into it. Um, I weighed in this morning and I am officially the highest weight I have ever been. I think maybe I was a little bit higher when I was a teenager, but if so, it was a very small amount. I am very upset by this. It's not a surprise. I do weigh in all the time, but I am not pleased, to say the least. So I'm just fanning myself with some stamps because I'm in my craft room. I turned the AC off and it's very hot in here. So pardon me if you hear that. um, so, highest weight ever, which is 271 pounds this morning. That is after I had breakfast. I weighed in just yesterday and it was 269, and I freaked out about that. So then this morning, when it said 271, that's the double freak out. Um, so I have been hovering around 250 for the past like 2 years ish, maybe three. And I was on the prednisone for almost 7 weeks, and I gained the 20 pounds just while on prednisone. So I was warned about that. I knew it could happen. I thought I was immune because I was still trying, sort of, to eat pretty well. However, the prednisone I was taking 3 times a day, and I had to eat with each pill. And before that, I was used to eating 1 meal a day. So, I was really upping the amount of food that I was eating because I was eating 3 meals versus 1 meal. And I wasn't necessarily counting the calories because I felt miserable and I just wanted to eat what I wanted to eat. So that happened. It's not cool. I had to do something about it. But it's just so frustrating to see that number. About 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago, is when I really got into veganism. But I got into veganism right after I did a juice fast. I did the raw food thing. And during that time, I lost the most amount of weight I ever lost, and I got down to the lowest weight I'd ever been, which was right around 190. I think I hit like 188 or 187, and that like blew my mind. But I did not stay there very long, obviously, as juice fasting and super low fat raw vegan is not super sustainable for the long term. So, I slowly gained the weight back up to about 250. And then, 250 to 270, which was just over the past couple months. The previous year, this whole last year, has just been miserable health-wise. So, I was going to a personal trainer 3 days a week. I was working out in my home gym the other days of the week. I would take one rest day, and I was logging everything that I ate, and I was trying different, methods of eating because it's fun. And up until, about a year ago, that sort of came to a halt then. So I am now down to one personal training session a week, and and a lot of times I end up missing that because I physically can't, which means that I am barely working out at home as well. And when I do, it's sort of pathetic. um, no offense to anyone who doesn't work out or has a hard time working out, but I had made a lot of progress over the past few years with my workouts, and it's beyond frustrating to go back to the beginning as if you've never worked out a day in your life. And that's how I feel. So, yeah, the exercise drastically declined. And when I'm not working out, I also feel less inclined to eat really cleanly. So, yeah, I just sort of went off the rails. It's been a whole year. I've been miserable in terms of my body, pain. And the worst part is that, the weight affects everything. So the worse my health gets, the higher my weight goes, and then the worse my health gets. So, you know, it's a nasty cycle, and being overweight, being obese in any way, it, it's not good for you regardless. You know, it it is not helpful to my situation, and I'm not making myself feel any better by not actively trying to lose weight. So, what am I gonna do about it? That's a pretty good question. Excuse me. Yeah. So my I was on Instagram, Twitter. I think I was on Twitter. Sorry, I got a message. I was on Twitter and I saw an ad for a new-ish weight loss app called Noom, Noom. And I checked it out. And they have very smart marketing in that they don't really tell you much at all. It just looks sharp, and they had these numbers. I can't recall them, and I don't want to lie to you, but these really impressive numbers about the users that have used it and how well they've done, how much weight they've lost, and how long they've kept it off, which is huge. So I was intrigued, and they had a free trial, so I signed up. So the fact that it's a free trial obviously implies that it is a paid service. I don't recall how much it is per month. I think around $30. I marked on my calendar when the free trial is up, so I can decide then whether or not I want to keep going. I am notorious for signing up for free trials and then forgetting to cancel them and paying forever. So marked it on my calendar. I'm a good girl. And then so I'm looking at it here so I can describe it to you. You get like a coach, and then each coach has a group. So the group, I think, is like 30-ish people. So there's like a group chat that's running all day, which is kind of cool. And then you log in your food, and your coach looks at it and reviews it. And I'm hoping then gives you, advice. There doesn't seem to be any like meal plan or workout plan or anything like that. It's almost seems like more of a support thing, which at first I thought seemed sort of disappointing because I like to be told exactly what to do. But clearly that has never worked. So maybe something like this, which is totally different, will be helpful to me. I don't know. I'm annoyed at logging in my food because I do already log in my food. I log it into a different app, and I've been using that app for so long that, it's got all of my foods, all my brands, all my recipes, everything is in there. And so doing it through their app, they don't have like any of the brands that I use. So, it's very time consuming to log in my food. But again, it's cool. I want to try it. There's like, I think recipes you can look up, weight graph to track your weight, and then messages from you to your coach, which I haven't really talked to her yet. It set me up with, let me see, 1,300 calories a day, which is great. I'm actually surprised at that because most things that I have tried, they say, oh, that's too low, but I think that's great. 1,300, it's plenty. Um, and then they like track your steps, and it starts you super low, so it wants me to walk like 2,000 steps a day or something. And then I'm assuming it will up it as we go. So, yeah, I don't really know what else my plan is going to be for now. I don't really want to go like gung ho, balls deep into like a juice fast or something extreme like that, because I need to do this the slower way. I need to, because every other time I have lost weight, more than 20 pounds, it was on a very strict, not sustainable sort of diet. And it was great, but I always gained it back. And I can't keep doing that. I need to do it the slow way. I need to do it the right way. I don't really know how I want that to be yet, but I'm going to try this just by doing the support and the tracking, talking with the coach. I've been considering getting a rebounder, which is just a fancy term for a small trampoline, which is, again, goes against all logic with the EDS, the disorder that I have. It's not really super safe to be bouncing up and down, but it looks really cool, and it also is sort of low impact, especially on the knees, which is a big problem for me. And it might just be like a more fun, gentle way to get myself into doing something again every single day. Because I've tried to get on my spin bike, tried to get on my treadmill, and it just, all my muscles start spasming. And then when that happens, I start having a lot of joint pain, and it's just a hot mess. So I need something a little more gentle and a little more fun, just to convince myself to do it. So, what else? That's probably it. I'm sure this was not very interesting. I I want to chronicle it, on here. The whole point of starting this YouTube channel was to chronicle my weight loss, and that has not happened because the weight loss hasn't happened. But so many people do it, and it's so inspiring to watch them online and see their journey. And then it's disheartening to see so many people like me who started a channel, started a journey, and then just sort of disappeared. And then they come back a year later and say, well, I gained it all back. I'm miserable. I need to start again. And I don't want that to be me. But it is me, it's, it is what it is. So, yeah. So I don't know if there's like a day one, really. I guess we can call this it, because it's the highest weight. The real day one was like yesterday or the day before when I downloaded the app. But we'll call today day one because it's the highest weigh-in day. So 271 pounds. That is the starting weight for this particular weight loss journey. Um, and I hope it can only go down from here. I am now done the prednisone, thank goodness. But I still don't see the rheumatologist until next week, and so they very well could put me back on it, which I hope is not the case. If it is, though, I feel more prepared, diet wise, to know what's going to happen and to sort of mitigate the risks on it. But we'll see. So, uh, thank you if you made it all the way through this. Thank you for your support. I know that almost everyone I know in real life and online struggles with weight loss and fitness, and it's just this terrible, human condition that we all now have. And yeah, so hopefully I can come at you with good news next week when I weigh in. And I'll let you know how the Noom is going. And let me know if you've tried it or if you tried anything similar, sort of like a Weight Watchers or something like that. I think they also go big on the support groups. I personally don't really respond to support that well. I mean, like a community thing. I'm just not, it's just not my personality to be like all about the camaraderie like that, which is weird because I keep asking you to, follow with me and comment and all that. And I do enjoy your comments and your support. But yeah, it's just not, I don't like going on to just complain, and I don't like listening to other people complain. And, I know I'm not alone in this. I know that everyone else struggles with their weight and with diet and with eating disorders. People always say, oh, it's just good to feel like you're not alone. But I know I'm not alone. We all have some troubles. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to be open to it, and I'm going to be supportive of other people, and I will see where it goes. So, here's 20 minutes of blabbering on about my fatness. You're welcome.